But I want to go back and ask you if we were back before we had started talking about your finances and saving money. If this was then on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 being the worst and 10 being the best, where would you have rated yourself in terms of saving money and handling your finances well and appropriately?
I'd probably say, 3.
Okay, and if I asked you that same question today, a week or 2 weeks after we briefly discussed it, would you be at the same spot, or do you think you're at a different spot today?
I would say not much, 4, 5. I'm definitely more aware, but I definitely need time to fix everything.
Yeah, yeah, and just that improvement is very impressive for a couple of weeks, and this is a good way to keep checking back and seeing where you're at and seeing if any progress is being made. So I just wanted to ask you that. And then following that, I wanted to ask you what it might look like if on that scale you were a 10. What would your life look like if you were a 10 on that scale?
If it was a 10 on that scale, to me, I think all my bills would be paid. I'd have my own savings on top of it. And I would be able to take care of the bills that I need to pay and feel comfortable enough that, say, a accident were to occur or something serious would occur, I would have enough stability to be able to take care of the problem or issue and not put myself in a financial hole. And maybe go on vacation if I would like to, or take care of my family or others. Just have no stress when it comes to financial issues.
Okay, awesome. So what would be the first sign that this change has occurred?
When I see my savings account start growing. When I don't wake up and all I think about are bills.
All right, yeah. You think anything else would be different? You gave a lot of content, which is good, but is there anything else maybe that you think would be different?
What would be different? Just to be able to have serenity, just to be comfortable with living, just to be able to go to work and feel like I'm making money compared to working for free because I have bills that need to be paid.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you for sharing all of that. We'll keep going on this topic. If these changes were to occur, who would notice these changes in you?
I think, my partner, my girlfriend, my family, and maybe just others that I see every day, because I think I'm not an angry person, I'm not a mean person, but I think life itself, when it puts, financial burdens or stress on you, people tend to take it out on others. So if I had drastic changes where I was financially good and happy, I think, everyone around me would realize, because I would be in a much better spot, and I think I would have a lot less bad days. So I think, everyone that comes in contact with me would, see a drastic difference.
Yeah, and you think what they would notice would be what you just said, like you're less stressed and in a better mood, and
Well, I think I come off as, a very kind and helping person, even when I deal with the things that we're talking about now.
yeah,
But to be honest, there's definitely times during the day that people catch me at my worst, or at a time where I'm stressed out and dealing with other things. And between me and you, the most things I deal with are the stress over bills and financial, and just like I said, going to work and feeling like I'm not making any money, even though I am. The money that I make has to go towards other things, which is, it kind of beats me up sometimes. So I think that other people would see a more upbeat, genuine, hardworking, and get to see the real me every single day, every minute of my life.
cool. Yeah, so less stressed, more upbeat, comfortable, real you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. So thinking of that, how would those people in your life respond to this change?
I think mostly everyone in my life responds the way I treat them now, with love and gratitude that I'm there. So I think that if I showed them, if I had a drastic change in my life that was positive, I think they would really see, a lot of good things. I don't know. I don't really know how to say it.
Yeah, they would respond positively, though.
Yes.
Yeah, cool. Alright, cool. What do you think you could say about times where you weren't so stressed about finances? Do you think can you think of any times where you weren't so financially stressed in your life?
In my earlier years, when my parents, were supporting me financially, and I was a child, and all I had to focus on was school and, having fun. And that's not something that, that people live all their lives, but that was my happiest time. And I know that's not realistic when you kind of drag it over to grown-up, like being a grown-up, but, that was the only time that I was actually not financially, burdened by it. I have a very loving and supporting family, and they supported me until I was about 19, 20 years old. And that was an easy time in my life. All I had to do was focus on school, and not really that many bills. So it's definitely something I had to get used to, but I also wasn't mature enough to just jump into it.